Have you ever felt like the harder you try to return to Allah, the louder the guilt becomes? Like no matter how much you try to reconnect, shame pulls you back. Bismillah. Let's talk about that guilt. Not the kind that comes from doing something wrong and knowing it, but the one that creeps in after you have already turned your face towards Allah again. You're trying to come back, you're trying to pray, to open the Qur'an again, to feel close again, but your heart is heavy. You think to yourself, how can I face Allah after everything? I left Him for so long. I chose the dunya. I ignored the signs. I slept so far. And that whisper that tells you you're not good enough to return, that's not your conscience. That's Shaytaan. He doesn't just want you to sin. He wants you to feel so ashamed, so disgusted with yourself that you give up trying. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah for you, waits for you with a mercy that doesn't run out. Not when you're clean, not when you're perfect, but when you're broken, when you are limping back, when all you have left is a whisper of hope. He says in Surah Zumar, verse 53, say, O my servants who have wronged themselves, do not despair of the mercy of Allah. Indeed, Allah forgives all sins, not just the small ones, not just the mistakes, all. And here's an example I want you to think about. You know, when you haven't spoken to a friend in months, maybe there's a falling out or you just drifted, and you finally build the courage to message them, and their response is love, not judgment, not anger, just I've missed you. That's how returning to Allah feels. He's not waiting to remind you of how far you fell. He's waiting to remind you how deeply He loves. And when your guilt starts screaming again, tell yourself this: if Allah didn't want me back, I wouldn't even be thinking about Him right now. Guilt is only useful if it pushes you to return to Him, not if it convinces you to stay away. So start small. Say astaghfirullah even when your heart is heavy. Make wudu even if you don't feel worthy. Talk to Allah even when your voice is shaking. You are not starting over, you are continuing. And every step you take, no matter how slow, it is a step closer to Allah, sorry. He sees you, He knows your battles, and He's never stopped loving you ever. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.